How does the stock market work? Hi guys, this is Jesse Alcaraz. I teach people accounting, business, and financial literacy concepts. And for this video, I'll definitely try to explain to everyone how does the stock market work. So, I have this illustration later that I'll be showing to you. Medyo nahirapan ako on how I'll be trying to explain the stock market. But nevertheless, I'll go on with the discussion, and if ever na may mga areas na nakakalito or there are jargons that I'll be uttering na medyo di nyo alam yung meaning, then feel free to give me comments. So without further ado, let us go into the discussion. So let us assume that we will be starting a business or magtatayo tayo ng sosyo. And in this business, we will be looking for investors. We will be issuing a total of 500 shares for our investors. And for each share that people will be committing, they are to invest 500 pesos. Again, this is just an illustration and discussion for us to have a better understanding about how corporation works and ultimately how stocks and the stock market works. So in this discussion, we will be having 5 investors. We have Juan, Jose, Pedro, Inday, and Maria. Each of them, magpe-pledge sila ng 100 shares. Okay, take note, each share is 500 pesos. A total of 500 shares. And times natin yan ng 500 pesos. Each investor, we will be investing 50,000 pesos cash. Of course, since 5 yan sila, they will be contributing to a total cash of 250,000 pesos. Okay, now, let's say that on our year 1, we were able to make a profit. Okay? Nagka-profit yung operation natin. We have a profit of 250,000 pesos. So, at this point in time, the value of our business is now 500,000 pesos. 250 yung starting capital natin plus the profit of 250 for year 1, then meron tayong 500,000. So, even if 500,000 yung current value ng company natin, we still have a total of 500 shares owned by 5 people. Therefore, each share is now worth 1,000 pesos. Okay, share. One share is now valued at 1,000 pesos. However, this 1,000 pesos is still with the company. Wala pa ito sa mga kamay ng mga investors natin. And since there are people who trusted the business and invested their money, the business decided to distribute dividends. Okay. So, magtatanong kayo, Sir, what are dividends? Basically, dividends is a portion of our profit that we will be distributing to our investors. Okay? So, typically, pag may profit and then there is a declaration by the board of directors, then meron tayong dividends. And of course, it also follows that if wala tayong profit or in that particular year, losses yung result ng operation natin, then as investors, we cannot also expect to have dividends. So again, dividends is a portion of the profit being distributed to the investors. So let's say that in terms of dividends, the business declared 200 pesos per share na dividends. Okay? So, in total, merong 500 shares, and they will be distributing 200 pesos per share. Therefore, a total of 100,000 pesos will be deducted from the business. Therefore, ang matitira na lang is 400,000. Okay. Now, as for Juan, for example, si Juan. Juan owns 100 shares. And then, merong 200 pesos na dividend per share. Therefore, Juan here will be receiving 20,000 pesos cash as part of his share in the dividends. Okay? So, actually, this is the first way for investors to earn in the stock market. So, they will be investing or purchasing shares or stocks. And then, by the way, shares are basically, in our previous discussion, shares are portions in the equity section of a company that gives out ownership. So if you own one share or one stock, you're considered part owner of the business. And again, as a reward, some businesses give out dividends. Okay. So what if there is another investor? May investor na gustong mag-invest ng pera sa business na ito. Itago natin siya sa pangalang Jesse. Okay, so Jesse here has some extra money and he wished to invest his money into this business. The problem is that ang business na ito only has 500 shares. And this 500 shares currently belongs to 5 people. Juan, Jose, Pedro, Inday, and Maria. With that said, the only way for Jesse to become part of the company, to invest in the company, is maghahanap siya ng existing stockholder to give or to sell the shares. Okay? So, in this example, let's have Juan. Okay? So, pagdiskitahan natin ng paulit-ulit si Juan. So, Juan decided to share all of the 100 shares niya to Jesse. Okay? So, bibenta niya. Both of them, okay, Juan and Jesse understood that the performance of the company is very good. Imagine they were able to double their assets in 1 year. So, Jesse here wanted to invest in the company since he is looking after some profit. And of course, Juan here will not part. Okay? Hindi niya basta-basta isi-sell yung shares niya na palugi. As of this period, after receiving dividends, the book value, okay, the book value is basically the value of the shares in the accounting records. We have a total of 400,000 assets, okay, divided by the 500 shares. So as of this period, the value of the share is 800 pesos. Sir, di ba kanina 1,000 yun? Ba't naging 800? Be reminded na nag-declare tayo ng 200 pesos dividends. So, in this transaction, yun, Juan. Okay? Juan and Jesse will be trading some assets. Juan will be giving out his 100 shares, and then Jesse here will be giving Juan cash. So again, both Jesse and Juan understood that the business historically has performed well. Therefore, Juan will only sell if it is priced at 1,200 per share. Okay? So, this transaction between Juan and Jesse is, we can say na ito yung nangyayari sa stock market. Okay? May buyers ng shares, may sellers ng share, and the value of their share will be determined on the performance of the business, the outlook of the economy. Basta maraming factors to be considered. But in this case, let's just settle for 1,200. So, let's say na Jesse agreed. Therefore, nagbigay siya ng 120,000 pesos to Juan rather, in exchange for the 100 shares. Ang book value ng 100 shares na ito is only 80,000. 100 share times 800. Therefore, in this example, Juan will no longer be a stockholder of this company, and instead, it will be Jesse. Okay? So, let us review ano yung nakuha ni Juan for his investment. So, be reminded that Juan invested 50,000 pesos cash. Okay? And after 1 year, he was able to receive 20,000 pesos dividends. And then, Juan also sold his 100 shares to Jesse. And sa pagbenta niya ng 100 shares niya, he was able to cash out 120,000 pesos. And then take note, magkano yung capital niya for the 120? It's the 50. Therefore, Juan was able to make a profit of 70,000 pesos. And this 70,000 pesos is what you call capital gains. Okay, so capital gains is the difference or losses. Capital gains or loss is the difference between the amount that you have used to purchase your stocks and how much it was sold for. Okay, so sold for 120 and purchased for 50. So all in all, Juan was able to make 20,000 dividends and 70,000 capital gains sa kanyang 150,000 investment in this company. Of course, the opposite is also true. If the company did not able to make a profit, let's say nalugi sila after 1 year, it will also have a negative sentiment sa mga investors. And with that negative sentiment, Juan will not be able to sell his shares to Jesse for 1,200. So probably, considering the book value is 800, probably Juan can just sell it for 500 or 600 pesos per share. In that sense, malulugi na siya. So basically, that's it lang muna. And yeah, feel free to make some questions. And also, I encourage everyone to repeat the video considering na marami tayong pinagsusulat dito sa iPad natin. So, there you have it. I hope I was able to give value sa inyo and kahit man lang kaunti, we were able to shed some light how does the stock market works. And by the way, this coming December, I'm still fixing the date and the time. We will be having a webinar on how to invest in the stock market. We will be inviting our friends from Luna Securities to give an orientation, basics, and the stock market 101. So, stay tuned, follow our page, and ayun, kato lang, and may gabi sa tanan.